spawn you find in a hedge. I think it's probably gone the way of the dodo now, or the dildo. It's gone the way of the dildo.
Ladies and gentlemen, to those among you who are easily frightened, we suggest you turn away now. To those of you who think they can take it, we say, welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome to the Madhouse podcast, winner of the Fuck All Award 2023. Sorry, I've misread that one. Winner of Fuck All Awards in 2023. Well, welcome to 2024. Do you want more? If our download figures are anything to go by, then no, you do not. And what a better way to start a year than by ending a series. This episode is about rounding off the moist horror of Series 2 with the iconic Jaws and talking about moist horror icons. Jimmy, how are you today?
Hello! I am damp.
Oh, damp. Okay, that's a nicer word.
Yes.
Did you watch Jaws again for this film? Did you have to watch it, or have you seen it so many times you can quote it word for word?
I can't quote it word for word, but yes, we did. We watched it last night again.
Excellent.
First time this year, though, so first time, so I'm on one. So I'm on one this year.
It is the 12th of January. So that's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I've got a lot more viewing.
I don't know if I've told you this, but this episode is going to be a Spot the F*** special.
What does that mean?
It means one F-bomb in this episode will not be bleeped, and people can email in the madhousepodcast@outlook.com with a timestamp at which the unbleeped occurs, and you can choose a film for us to review in our next series, as long as you choose one that fits the Series 3 theme, which you will find out later.
Okay, that's interesting. I like it.
Spot the fuck special.
Yeah, that's good.
Right, shall we do booze reviews before we move on to some film facts?
Yeah, go on, then. Whose goes it?
I've no idea.
First.
I think I went first last time, so you go first.
Did you?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want me to go first?
No, I think you're correct actually, because I went on a big rant about Magnus. So, and
Yes,
I felt like that lasted for quite a while.
It's good though.
Thanks. And I hear you're quite excited about your drink anyway.
Yep.
I'm not.
Oh.
But there we go. So, I've normally been drinking the cider,
Yeah.
right? So we were in the shop the other day, and I said, I need to get an interesting drink. And that was reading out all these funny IPA beers and stuff, all their silly names like Fart in the Breeze and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tickle Me Undercarriage.
Yep.
You know how they're named. But I thought, fuck it. I've gone old school, and I've gone really old school. So I've gone with your classic Newcastle Brown Ale.
Oh, wow.
Nuki Brown.
Wow.
Nuki Brown.
You've
Gone old school.
Wow. You bet you could
And
review that without even taking a swig from it right now, couldn't you?
It smells delicious. I like it. We used to drink this all the time back home in Oxford, in the Gloucester Arms. We used to drink this. We used to love it. And when I picked the bottles up, because I've got a couple of bottles, Nat went, "Oh, you tramp," and walked off.
She's got a point.
Yeah. I'm going to have a little sip first, and then I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you what I think.
Well then, take me there.
Oh, I'm gonna see a man about a dog.
That was slid into Irish, I think. Then
Was it? Because that's supposed to be Geordie. It says it on the back here. Do you know? No, I can't do it.
just think about Anton Deck.
Oh, did you know this? This Newcastle Brown Ale is affectionately known as Dog by those in the know. I'm gonna see a man about a dog. They're often used by Geordie men as an excuse for visiting their local. Have a little local sample of the old tipple there. I didn't know that. Did you?
No, I had no idea.
Okay, there's no serving suggestion on here. It does say drink cold. I'm having it very cold because someone turned our fucking gas off, so we've got no We got no heating,
Oh,
and it's
no.
fucking freezing.
Oh.
Yeah, it sucks. We got no heating.
Is that why you've got your
No
nice
hot water.
special jumper on that says
I'm
Quince? What is it? Quince Shark Fishing.
Yeah, I've got an old Quince t-shirt on.
Lovely.
But I'm fucking freezing, and soon after this, I'm gonna go put a Pikachu onesie on because it is fucking cold. And this should be served. I like. It says cold, and it is fucking cold because of the temperature in this room. But I like it. It tastes like. Do you know, like when someone pours, or where you get spillage in an ashtray, and there's like ash and old beer in it.
Yeah.
You drink out of that.
Yep.
That's what this tastes like.
The first time I heard about Newcastle Brown was from hedge porn. When a friend of mine went, "Hey, check this out that we found at the hedge," and the headline was Newcastle Brown, and it was a Geordie girl being done in a way that fitted with the title.
Hedge porn.
Hedge porn.
Explain hedge porn to me.
It's porn you find in a hedge. I think it's probably gone the way of the dodo now, or the dildo. It's gone the way of the dildo. But
Yeah, you've been very specific at where you found the porn, which is fine. But yeah, I do understand what you're saying. It's basically someone has left porn somewhere for other people to find.
yeah, it would be. But that would be like a thing. People seem
Yeah.
to stash their porn in hedges. Other people would
That
find
used-
it. That was like the local porn library was the hedges.
Yeah, that 100%, that was it.
Yeah.
But now, because we're adults, we've got to leave it there when we find porn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's there anymore.
Did I ever tell you about the massive black bag of porn?
I've heard about
I
the
found?
legendary massive black bag of porn before, yeah.
I think it was 2 black bags of porn we found at the side of the road.
Hmm.
Someone just dumped them there in a lay-by in Wales, so we had a look through them. We took what we wanted that was clean, that it wasn't, the best that you could get, just so we could have a little read on our way.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
right, anyway,
I'm
we're
gonna share.
digressing here.
Just a little bit. Right, my drink is something I'm the reason I'm excited about this, like you said, is because I've never tried it before. Not just a brand. It's not like a
Right.
new cider. It's a new drink. I've never tried this type of drink before, and it is this. I don't know
Okay.
if you can see what that says.
Oh, yeah, good shout. Good shout.
Honey mead,
Lovely.
14.5%.
Nice.
I think mead is like a fortified thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very tasty. And you were very excited about it. I think you messaged me about 2 hours ago saying, I'm really excited about the drink I got.
Well, it sounds like it's going to taste amazing. It's mead, so I'm already thinking of like mead halls, and I can't open it. And then it's honey mead, so you expect that to taste nice. Oh,
You're banging that on the table a lot.
sorry, got right bloody cork in it.
Wow, you should have pre-corked it, sir.
No, this is live. Oh, did you hear that? That was nice.
I want to see how that was good. I want to see what you're going to be drinking out of because like I drink it out of a very, very small glass, like a shot glass.
Yeah, I've got 2
Because it's
glasses
specific.
to use. One of them
Okay.
is purely because we have a running theme through this episode, and I've been building up to this. It's a pint glass butterbeer mug.
Fuck me! Do you just live at the Harry Potter world?
I've been twice, and I bought this once, the first time. And every
Okay.
time you go, you have a butterbeer, and you steal the glass. So I'm going to put a bit in there, but then I've got a small glass to drink from.
You want to sup it? You want to sip it and enjoy it? I'm intrigued to see what you think because I like mead. I am a big fan of this. I was only introduced to mead a couple of years ago, but it is delicious.
Oh god, that's really nice.
It is real nice.
It's like it's like nothing else.
It's like lemon and honey cough syrup, but without the medicine-y part. Oh, look at that. It's warm.
That's really smooth.
Yeah, smooth and warming, I feel.
Well, that's great. Anyway, this is
Are you going for the whole bottle?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think you'll be off your tits, mate.
14.5%. So this is from the
Hello.
Chalice Mead Company at
Okay.
chalicemead.co.uk. Tell them we sent you. They might sponsor us. Buckfast have been sponsoring us up until now, but we never mentioned them, and they don't know. And they don't send us money.
Or Bucky.
So it's not a great deal. It's made this from spring water and honey and nothing else.
Lovely.
I don't
Has
know
it
how
got
to
a
make
serving suggestion? Can you eat it with anything nice, or just the corpse of your enemies?
Corpse of your enemies, and you have to be drinking it in a house or room that is at least older than 200 years old.
Sweet. Well, again, I think you've won that round again with the booze, which is annoying because I feel like I'm an aficionado of the booze, but apparently I just like cider and dirty fucking fag beer.
Maybe I'm just trying too old. Too old? I'm trying too hard.
Well, both of those sentences work.
I'm trying too old. Yep. Right, let's do some film facts, because this film was made in 1975. It's Jaws, by the way, everyone. I think we've mentioned it's Jaws.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned it's Jaws.
Directed by a man I don't think really did much after this, did he? Mr. Spielberg?
Stefan Spielberg.
Stefan Spielberg. Bag. I'm going to say bag. Anyway,
I think that's correct.
you got any financial data?
I have actually. The budget was what do 6 zeros mean? Is that
Million.
1,000 or 100? What?
6 zeros will be in millions.
Okay, million. Okay, so estimated budget was £7 million,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Just on the opening weekend alone, it did that plus £61,513. That's just on the opening weekend, so they've already made a profit there.
Yeah.
Now, gross worldwide, this film has made $477 million,
Bloody hell.
which is quite good, isn't it?
How much?
It's probably $477 million.
Wow, I think that's more than I make in a year.
Yeah, so they're sitting on some bucks there. I don't know what Spielberg did with the money
Who?
after this. Spielberg.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Spielberg.
Yep.
Stefan Spielberg.
Yep.
I don't know what he did after this, but hopefully, I don't know, maybe he wasted it. I don't know. Don't know what cut of that he gets. Maybe none. But anyway, hopefully, good luck to him. Hopefully he did all right.
I'm guessing he spent it all on cocaine and hookers, and he probably just wasted the rest.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Right, I want to hear a gist of it. You watched this last night
Yeah.
with Nat.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
wanna know what you think.
she keeps saying as well. Like she was like, she didn't watch it really. She was playing fucking Zelda on the Switch. Because she was like, oh, we've already watched this. You'd made me watch this like loads of times on a
Made
Sunday.
her?
And I'm like, oh, like when? And she was like, well, all the time. We were always watching it. And like, we ain't. Seriously, it's been like, she was like, we've been going out for like 12 years. We've watched it loads of times. I was like, shut up, you knobhead. It's only been like 10 times we've watched it together in that amount of time. Calm yourself down.
Not even once a year, on average.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, I'll have a little swig of my old Nuki Brown,
Yep.
and then I'll get down to it. That is going down rather smooth.
This mead, I'm impressed with this. I told a friend I was having this, and he was like, I think it's a bit funky. Maybe he had bad mead.
He's fucking wrong, mate. You can't go wrong with a mead.
Maybe it was made badly. That's the other glass. Just a nice little...
That's a correct glass for it, not a pint glass, you heathen. Right, anyway, you sit back, you have a little swig.
I will.
I'll see if I can coax you into this film. Right. So a hippie girl decides to take a quick late night swim in the sea, probably fueled by weed or booze. Doesn't go well. She gets absolutely killed dead by a bloody shark. Her mangled corpse is found the next day washed up on the beach. The chief of police, Brody, swings into action to get Amity Island's beaches closed But the mayor has a few choice words to say about this. Despite Brody's warning, the beaches are open for business, but thanks to the mayor, a poor young boy gets nibbled up by this sea-dwelling beast. The mum of the dead chap puts $3,000 bounty on the shark, thus ensuing absolute carnage as every fisherman under the sun decides to take on the challenge. But we know there is only one man for the job. They catch the shark. It's the wrong shark. The mayor once again opens the beaches for business. Yay! The mad shark gets into something they called the pond, which looks like the sea, and bites a bloke's leg clean off. But it is fine though, because I'm pretty sure that bloke was a paedophile.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, there's only one man for the job, Quint. He's only gonna bloody get this bastard for a mere 10 grand plus 200 a day, and a case of that beautiful, beautiful apricot brandy. Now that's a fucking deal. Quint, Hooper, Brody head off to the sea on the mighty Orca to take down this watery dickhead. They find it. A long battle of wits ensues between a slightly pissed up lads and an aquatic bitey missile built like Terry Crews. Hooper has a plan. Go down in the shark cage and poison the slippery little devil. Don't work. The Orca is slowly sinking, and to make matters worse, the great big wet fish hops aboard and gobbles up our drunken hero Quint. In a last-ditch effort, Brody lobs a canister of compressed air into the jaws of the great twat, and as the Orca slowly disappears beneath the waves, Brody managed to get a shot off from his rifle straight to the canister. Boom! Bits of ruddy great big fish everywhere. CN boy.
Nice. And everybody had sushi for a week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think... Can you eat shark?
Yeah, can eat anything.
Can you?
At least once.
Can you? I know they're like shark fins and shit, which is a bit harsh, which is a bit rude.
Well,
I
yeah,
like
they
that.
take a shark, they chop its fins off, and they shut the rest of the shark in the water to die. Not very nice.
Absolute bastards. We won't
No,
say
you shouldn't
what.
eat sharks because they are pretty rare. But you can eat shark if no one's watching.
Okay.
I'm saying if you
What's
don't get
that
caught,
mean?
if you don't get caught, it's illegal, isn't it?
To eat a shark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Makes me kind of want to do it more though, like forbidden fish.
No, I don't really like fish.
Fair enough. It's probably not for you then.
No, probably not. All right, that was all right. That was beautiful. Would you watch that film if I popped into the thing in like 1975? Went, oi, yeah, darling, come down the old cinema. We're gonna go watch George. Some dude called Stefan Spielberg. He's put out his corker.
I wouldn't go with you if you asked me like that.
No,
What if you said, "Hey, come on, darling, come to the cinema with me"?
I buy you a Nuki Brown and some sushi. They wouldn't even know what sushi is back in 1975.
No.
I don't think that even came about into the 90s. Sushi.
Well, I think it probably was in Japan, just not around here.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'd go and watch the film off the description. I don't know if I'd go with you specifically if you called me darling and then just asked me to go to the dark room cinema with you. I think we were off to see one of those weird blueies where everyone's kind of in their trench coats.
Yeah, we could do that afterwards.
Okay.
Or I could take you to see Jaws, but it's actually a woman who can really
Yeah.
like 5 cocks in.
Oh. And there's no sushi there, but it smells like there is.
Blue, love it.
I think I might be going to hell. Right. Should we do some frights and delights?
Yeah, I think so. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women. It's Frights and Delight!
Can you explain that quote to me?
Here's to sleeping with bow-legged women.
Does he say sleeping or swimming?
Oh, swimming, sorry. What did I say? Sleeping?
You said sleeping the second time.
Okay, well, I meant swimming.
So what's
Don't
so
know
good
where
about
that came.
swimming with bow-legged women?
I think it's a bit dirty in that you can swim underneath their legs and stuff.
Oh, do you have to
Know
pull
what I
that
mean?
face? That
You
was a
know what I
creepy
mean?
face. I know what you mean now. Yeah. I wondered if there was something going over my head other than the bow-legged woman that I'm looking up at.
I don't know. Nat mentioned this last night. She went, "What the fuck does that mean?" But apparently, that's what I think anyway.
Right, well, my first fright / delight was Lee Fierro, I'm going to say,
Yes.
who played Mrs. Kinter, the lady whose young son was killed by the shark, went into a restaurant decades after the film was released and saw they had on the menu an Alex Kinter sandwich. She made a comment to a waiter that she'd played his mother. And soon after that, Jeffrey Voorhees, or Voorhees? There's so many weird names from actors and actresses in this film, by the way.
Well, it's Voorhees, I would say, like Jason Voorhees.
Okay, well, he ran out, and he was the actor who played her son, ran out to meet her, and turned out to be owner of the restaurant, and they had a hug, and he had apparently vainly named a sandwich after his own character. I don't know if he went on acting much after Jaws. Maybe that was the one big thing he did.
Do we know what the sandwich was?
Sushi?
Do we know if she ordered it?
No.
And why the fuck is she still alive? Because she's old as fucking Jaws.
I don't know if she is. I think people just looked older in the 70s. And I'm not saying she's alive now, but this happened like a couple of decades after the film was released.
Oh, she must have been a...
I'm thinking she was in her 40s in that film.
Get out of town. No, she was not. She was in her 60s.
What, playing the mother of a bloody 7-year-old?
Yeah, that's why it's so weird. Her and the dad of this bloke, this young chap, the age gap between parents and kids there is fucking ridiculous.
Nah, that's just what people look like in those days. People looked old. People dressed old.
Okay, if you're saying that,
they've been in the
say
sunshine all those years. No one wore sun cream. Everyone was all old.
Okay.
I reckon, anyway.
Okay. All right. That's a nice way to look at it. I feel robbed and cheated.
What, because you think she's generally like 60?
Yeah, I think that yeah. Yeah, I think that yeah. Yeah, I think that yeah.
During the editing of this podcast, our crack team of researchers worked day and night and were able to finally ascertain, through the clever use of online databases, that Lee Fierro was 46 during the making of Jaws. Not in her 60s, as one Madhouse idiot stupidly suggested. So take that, Jimmy, you absolute massive
Right, number 2. Jaws, the film, not the actual Jaws, basically created the summer blockbuster. 67 million people went to see this at cinemas during its initial release in the US. It was meant to be released near Christmas in 1974, but for whatever reason, it was pushed back to summer 1975. Back then, the shit films were released in summer, like they are now in January, and it's usually a sign the production company doesn't believe in the film. But the success of Jaws during the summer set the summer blockbuster precedent going forwards.
That's interesting.
And it became a thing. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know they used to just drop the crap in the summer. Apparently the reason was people were too busy doing summer things.
Yes.
So they weren't going indoors to see the films at the cinema.
Very
Whereas
clever.
at Christmas, everyone was going in. Or winter, everyone was going into cinemas because it was something to do inside.
That makes sense. Fucking hell, I never thought of that.
Yeah, but it's set in summer, so I would think it probably did well during the summer because it was set at a time people were going to beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, number 3.
Okay.
Robert Shaw had some issues on set, and it seems he had issues in life. Yes. It's alleged that he was an angry drunk, or at least a combative son of a bitch, according to Carl Gottlieb's book, The Jaws Log. But while sober, he was a perfect gentleman, according to an interview given boy?
You boy! Oi, boy!
Oi, oi. Given
Oi,
boy! An interview given by Roy Scheider. Shaw would drink a lot between takes. At one point, Richard Dreyfuss threw Shaw's drink into the ocean, annoyed at his drunkenness. Shaw would constantly bully Dreyfuss on set, and the scene where Quint is sharing his USS Indianapolis story, Shaw attempted the scene drunk, and it was unusable. Shaw did call up Spielberg and apologise, asking to shoot the scene again, which he then nailed first time brilliantly. Obviously, that's one of the big, amazing scenes in that film where it turns around like on a dime, doesn't it? All having a laugh and joking and sharing little stories about scars, and then suddenly Quint's like, amazing acting. So yeah, there's that. Robert Shaw died in Ireland 2 years after the film was released. He had a heart attack at 52 years old, I believe.
Shit. Yeah, I did. Yeah, did
Yeah.
know he's a boozer. That's why we've settled with the man. So I'm drawn to this character.
You got sea legs.
No, I can see my legs.
That'll do.
And I'm guessing after 2 more of these, I'll have 4 legs that I will be able to see.
Excellent. This man you've settled with, is that Samuel L. Jackson?
Not yet.
Right, I'm gonna do number 4.
Okay.
The boat that sank in the film started to sink for real.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed. There was an accident. What happened? In actuality, I couldn't find out, but I assume, with no evidence at all, that the skipper of the Orca was pissed up and f***ed up somehow. So Spielberg sounded a horn for the safety boats to come and help the actors. He shouted for them to save the actors, actually, but the sound guy who was on the sinking ship shouted, "F*** the actors, save the sound equipment."
Yeah, fair play, yeah.
Yeah, probably a good shout, I think, if they wanted to use any of the footage they've made that day along with any sound. The film camera, though, was also on the ship, or at least one of them was, and that was submerged, but the footage was somehow saved and used in the film. The orca, by the way, is an animal that can hunt sharks, which is why Quint, a shark hunter, would have named his ship that name.
Yes, they're the only predator of the great white, I think.
I've just got the other bit of your Zoom name.
Which bit?
Well, it says quintessentially jaw-droppingly jawsome.
Yeah. Which
I
bit?
thought you were just being like, I don't know what, quirky with quintessentially, but quintessentially.
Come on!
Wow, crazy. It's good. It's good.
Shall I have put it in all caps for you?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you probably needed to. Yeah, you shouldn't need to, but you do need to, apparently. Mine is gone. Mine was, you're going to need a better podcast. It's gone now for some reason. Right, number 5. There was what sounds like a banging party going on at one point. Because Spielberg brought his old mates to show off the effects workshop. Those friends were Martin Scorsese,
Oof.
George Lucas,
Okay.
and John Milius.
Okay.
Lucas stuck his head in the shark's mouth.
Nice.
They say to see how it worked inside, like he was having a gander at what was going on in there.
Okay.
But we all
Spying.
know... No, I think we all know they'd been having a bevy, getting coked up, and someone dared him to put his head in while they played with the controls. And Spielberg actually did close the mouth with the remote control while his head was in there. And George Lucas got stuck
Oh dear.
in Bruce's mouth. Mouse?
Nice.
Mouth. Bruce, by the way, I know you know this, was what they called the shark.
Yeah.
Spielberg named him after his lawyer or something.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It'd be interesting to see what the those other guys did after this.
What are the other actors? What was it? Martin Scorsese?
Yeah, and Giorgio
Lucas?
Lucas. It'd be interesting to see what they've done with their lives.
Yeah, probably not much.
Probably not much. Probably not. Just riding off the back of the old Stefan Spielberg.
Spielberg? Yeah, whatever it is. Doesn't matter if we get it wrong. No one's ever heard of
Doesn't
him.
matter.
Well, you know, one thing about Bruce was that he liked to break a lot, old Brucey baby, and he didn't let us down here either because Lucas got stuck in there, and they managed to free him and run off scared that they'd broken something worth a lot of money, that the effects dudes were going to get annoyed at, And each Brucey bot cost $250,000.
Oh, shit. That's a lot.
So, I mean, I'm not saying they cause that much damage, but the jaws are pretty important in the film called Jaws.
True. Yeah,
Probably.
true.
So they're my 5.
Oh, shit.
Could have done some more, but we would have needed a bigger list.
Yeah, there's loads. It's good. I'm just going to crack another bag tasting bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are, sir.
Nice. I think it's Jimmy's Day release.
I think it is. So now, I've already done the sharks, which is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
it in the first episode, so that's
Yeah.
quite annoying.
Uh,
So I'm kind of here. I'm kind of in the wind here a little bit. I don't really know what I can do, but I will tell you something.
you forgot to make a list?
Nah, I just got. Well, I'm struggling because I was like, oh, did I do sharks at this very first episode? And I was like, yeah, obviously. And now we're doing Jaws, so great. What can I do? I'll give you the definition though of a shark attack. You ready for
Okay.
this?
Yeah.
A shark attack is an attack on a human by a shark.
Fuck. I didn't know it was like so complicated. It's weird.
Ah,
These boundaries they put
but
on things.
there's a provoked attack and there's unprovoked attack. Do you know about these?
Yeah, provoked attack is when someone drinks too much Nuki Brown and is on the way home. And it's like,
You
oh,
got-
hey, shark, what are you looking at with your dead eyes?
Yeah, you go out bothering.
Yeah.
Yeah, humans touching them, hooking them, netting them, aggravating them. That's a provoked attack. And when surfers accidentally hit the shark is apparently a provoked attack. But I think that's an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Unprovoked attack is like a hit and run attack, usually non-fatal. Shark bites and then leaves. Most victims don't even see the shark. A sneak attack, the victim will not usually see the shark and may sustain multiple deep bites.
And a sneak attack. Like a
In
ninja
fact,
shark.
Yeah. That's the bump and bite attack. The shark circles, bumps the victim, and then bites it. But I thought I'd have a little look at the most recent shark attacks that have happened. So these are from 2023. Not that long ago. It's only a couple of weeks ago, 2023.
It is.
Right, yeah, it's 2024 now, which is
Yeah. It's good.
shit. Ever closer to the grave. A 19-foot-long great white shark decapitated a diver in December as he was harvesting shellfish off the coast of Mexico, reportedly marking the first fatal shark attack of the year. The horrific tragedy occurred. Oh no, sorry, it was this year. The horrific a couple of days ago. The horrific tragedy occurred on January 5th while Manuel Lopez was gathering tripe, which is a type of mollusk, off the coast of Mexico. He was said to have been diving from the town of Paradon, Colorado, to the ocean floor without an oxygen tank to nab the little critters, which typically reside at depths of 36 to 59 feet. Lopez's shellfishing expedition was cut short when the shark bit his head clean off. Someone said they saw it and they went, he was diving when the animal attacked him, impressively ripping off his head and biting both of his shoulders.
Someone said that.
Yes, someone was watching. Didn't help him. But he had his head bitten clean off, so you couldn't help really.
No.
What could you do? Put it in a bucket?
No,
There's a-
'cause I'm guessing it ate the head and left the rest. Or did it bite,
Yeah.
did it decapitate him by eating his whole body up to the neck, just leaving the
No,
head?
but I think he was dipping out and just bit his head clean off, ripped it off, and then scarpered.
Wow.
So there is a theme here, and there was a theme with every single animal attack.
There's an animal involved.
Yeah, and stop bothering. These people are going bothering little things, aren't they? Again,
Yeah. Yep.
like they did in the last one. Anyway, A young fisherman diving for scallops again in the Pacific Ocean off Mexico again was mauled and killed by a 13-foot-long great white shark. The victim, identified locally as 22-year-old Victor Alejandro Santo Garcia, was attacked by the apex predator on December 29th, 2023, in the Gulf of California, a beach town off somewhere and somewhere. I can't read them. He was free diving when a great white, estimated 30-foot long, bit off his left leg, clean off, like straight through it. Despite life-saving efforts, Garcia, he died on the spot.
So I've always heard that shark attacks are quite rare. Yeah? But you've pulled two out from under your cuff there that are within, like, what, the last month or two?
I think I just saw I was reading some stats earlier, and I think in America there was like 200 and something shark attacks last year, and in Australia there was it was 267, and I think 200 and something of those were fatal. So that's death. Yeah, it is quite a lot. Anyway, you know how I like to leave on a little light-hearted one. I know how you like them.
Oh, God.
I just have a little swift God, this Nuki Brown's got to be Ed.
Alright, so I'll just sit here in horrible anticipation of...
No, it's fine. I couldn't really find a lot.
Does Steve Irwin get killed by a shark as well? Was it like a joint attack, shark and stingray? Was he distracted by the shark so the stingray could get him?
I will punch you through this screen.
I was just speculating on how he died.
A 15-year-old boy was mauled to death by a shark in front of his horrified father as the pair surfed in Australia on December 28th, 2023.
Oh yeah, because that's less tragic than Steve Irwin dying.
I think more tragic is this poor kid's name. Kai Cowley was pulled from the water near Ethel Beach in the Inns National Park after his leg had been bitten off, but by what was believed to be a great white shark. A local surfer said, I started moving down toward the beach and I could see the dad on the rocks, sort of yelling and crying towards his son and swimming towards him, the local surfer said. He said the shark was about 30 feet long. Anyway, they never found the body. It was just the leg. So his dad took the leg off. Just dad walking down the beach with a leg.
Good God. I think your interpretation of what the surfer said wasn't quite long enough. I think you're going to need a bigger quote.
Yeah, probably dragged out.
I said you're going to need a bigger quote.
Oh, I just got it. Very, very punny. It's wasted, isn't it?
It was just, yeah.
Maybe someone.
It's actually ruined.
Maybe someone will get it.
No. Maybe they weren't in the water for long enough and they're going to need a bigger soak.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you. You got any more?
No, that's it, mate. Let's do it.
Do what? Mosey on over to the master of the macabre.
Sexual.
Master of the Macabre.
Welcome to the Master of the Macabre, where we're going to separate your chums from the people you want to use as chum and decide who was the best in this film and who deserves to be thrown to the sharks as bait.
Well, how many have you got?
Well, there's 3, isn't there?
There is 3, and I've got 3.
And there's the shark. But I'm not giving it to Brucey because we're giving it to a dog.
No, we can't give it to him.
So it's either Roy Schneider, Robert Shaw, or Richard Dreyfuss.
That's true. Well, let's count it down. Roy Schneider. How'd you say his name? Well, I don't know. There's no N in it, is there? Schneider.
Oh, did I give an N in it? Okay. Scheider.
Yep.
I
okay.
like his character. I think Brody is very, like, he's a really kind of sweet character.
Yeah. Trying to
Do
do
you
the
know what I
right thing
mean?
all the time.
Yeah, he's kind of caring and he's a bit unsure of things. He's not sure. I just find him really sweet is the word that I'd use for him.
Tough
And
but
I'm always,
sweet.
yeah, and I'm kind of like, I warm to him all the time. I think he's great.
But then Quint is very much like a likable character with his drunken antics
He
and his
is.
history and his.
He is. He's more the anti-hero, I think,
Yep.
because he's a bit of a bastard.
He's in it for the money.
Well, he's kind of in it for the money, but he's also kind of in it to actually kill the shark and get the rep.
Do you think that. So he smashed the communications. Yeah?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
Do you think he just wanted to be out there this battle? If he died, he died. If he didn't, he didn't. He didn't want to be calling for help. He didn't want to be going back. He just wanted to be like, I am a Navy man.
That's 100% it.
Used to being at war on the ocean.
That's
and
100% it.
Out there, prepared to die. Probably expecting to die. Or maybe even wanting to, so he doesn't have to live his life as a bloody fisherman forever.
100%. That's exactly what he did. And he says in his monologue that he never, after sinking the Indianapolis, he's never going to put on a life jacket again. And then
That's
when he
true.
comes out and he gives Brody and Hooper the life jackets, he's come out in his army gear. He's wearing his army shirt. He's not wearing a life jacket. He's going down. If he's going down, he doesn't want to be floating around this time for days. He's going out and he's doing it. So I think at that point, when he brings out Brody and Hooper the life jackets, I think he knows that he's either gonna win and kill this shark, or he's gonna die. He's gonna get eaten by the shark.
Yeah, the shark dies or he dies. There's no giving up and going.
Yeah.
So what about Cooper?
Coop's good. He's funny. He's clever. I like his little whips. He goes from 0 to 100 in like a second.
Yeah. I think that was him and Richard Dreyfuss and Robert Shaw did not get on well on set, apparently. So I think when they're having a go at each other, I think that helped.
I think it helped. I think it was down to the point where that was the line would off camera the line was, I think Robert Shaw was drinking, and he was drinking and having a bit of a thing, and he went, "Oh, I wish I could stop drinking." And Richard Dreyfuss just walked up to him, grabbed the drink, and chucked it away. And that was the thing that really pissed him off. So from that point, Robert Shaw then just constantly bullied Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, he was saying like, climb the mast of stuff, offering him money to do it, saying basically calling him a pussy for not doing it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like Hooper. I think he's quite cool. I think he has some.
I think
really
they're all good.
good.
That's why I said I haven't really got one. I don't know who to choose. Are you leaning one way or another?
Well, if I had to choose, I'd go with Quint, but he's a massive dickhead. But I kind of get his vibe, and I kind of like that. If I was going to be a fisherman, I think I'd like to be like Quint.
Yeah, but I think Robert Shaw had. Apparently, he was a gentleman when he was not drinking. Like,
Yeah, everyone's a gentleman
He
when
had
they're not
issues.
drinking. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, but I know plenty of people who get drunk and are not horrible to people around them.
Wow.
Bye. You went full Quint then. Well,
But it was quite good because I think most of the stuff that he did was improvised, wasn't it? And I'm guessing it's just the ramblings of a fucking drunk,
yeah.
which is sometimes good. Sometimes you can capture it and it can be quite good. It can be quite magical.
Well, should we give it to Robert Shaw then?
I would like to give it to Robert Shaw, but
Let's do it then.
I think Roy and Richard are a very, very joint close second.
Yeah.
Because you can't. I mean, that's a good 3 across the top there.
I bet Roy Scheider always gets the awards as well.
What for? Biggest
the
nose?
accolades
Oh,
of
accolades.
best actor in Jaws, because he's the main guy, isn't he?
Right. Should we give it to Robert Shaw? Big old Bobby Shaw. He's a drinker. Let's have it. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
You got there in the end.
Hey, where's the Nuki Brown? Very well, do.
I think that's the perfect time to move on to the Madhouse rating system.
Madhouse rating
You very special ladies.
system.
Right, let's go. Let's shoot some barrels in this motherfucker. It's the Madhouse rating system. How many barrels is it gonna take to sink it?
Yeah. What's the first section for this then, Timothy?
Oh, it's tension and suspense, please.
Well, I think everyone in the world would agree that this is amazing. It's even now watching it for the 100th time, when Bruce pops his head up while Brody is chumming the water, it still gets me. In fact, it may be worse because now I know what's coming. So, but that still works. There's brilliant point of view shots from under the water that are great while people are being hunted down the beach. It's also got a lot of tension, not just from the big mother of a shark, but also with the mayor seeing dollar signs in the beaches and Brody getting confronted by the lady whose son's being killed. After they already knew there was a shark attack. That was great, because it added like a human element to it as well. This whole film is just brilliantly acted, brilliantly written. It's not just about there's a monster chasing you. It makes the victims more than fictional, nameless people, like they usually are in horror films, or quite a few horror films. Not every horror film, obviously, but I think tension and suspense definitely gets one. Do you have a favourite moment of tension and or suspense?
I do like the bit where Brody is chumming the water, and then Bruce pops out, and then that is very good because you are just, when you've seen it a million times, you are just waiting for that bit where he pops out behind him, what? And then he gets back up, and then he goes in, steps back into the cabin.
Yeah.
And then he delivers I think it was improvised, the line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat." Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger boat. Which is good. I think that's classic.
And there was a good, while they were dropping the barrels and they were chasing the barrels. The barrels were a really good way of showing us like that the shark was coming without us having to see underwater at the shark coming.
Very clever filmography.
But the barrels were attached, but maybe it wasn't long enough. I think maybe they needed a bigger rope.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I wonder how many more than I can cram in.
Okay. One for that then?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we got gore and visual effects.
Well, they're still great now. I think mostly
100%.
There's bits where you can tell it's a robot shark, but who cares? The blood frothing up in the thrashing water of an attack is like one of the best effects for me, just because it's the madness of people being shaken around, but there's blood seems to be like boiling around. They initially got a prop arm in the sand for when they found Chrissy's body, but it looked like dog shit, so they used a real person buried in the sand eventually, an alive person, and it didn't actually look like actual dog shit. Sorry, by the way, it just looked bad. But I'm guessing it just looked like a mannequin arm stuck out covered in a bit of sand, so it looked crap, so they changed it. It's got shooting stars in it. There's a debate about whether they were real or not. I don't know why there's a debate, because the debate was settled when it was shown with modern software that they were added in post, which is awesome because it was done so well that it fooled people for decades. Also, Spielberg puts meteors in all of his films. Apparently, he's made some more since then.
Okay.
Well, not all of his films, a lot of his films, but would require amazing luck and patience if you were doing it real for all of them.
100%.
And the death
that
count.
true?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
The death count in this film was also the same as Creature from Black Lagoon, which we talked about in our episode on Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Nice.
So I reckon give it one for that as well.
100%. Give it 1. Next up, we've got performance.
For this section, you're going to need a bigger score than 1, or should I say, you're going to need a bigger vote.
Fuck.
Thank you.
Milk it! Milk it!
As you said, the line "you're going to need a bigger vote" was ad-libbed. Roy Scheider was repeatedly slapped a lot in here as well as part of the performance. Lee Fierro, who played Mrs. Kinter, she couldn't do fake slaps, and it took 17 takes.
Fuck.
17. That's dedication from Roy Scheider. I think if I was getting slapped for real in a scene and you kept fucking it up, I'd be slapping you back.
He has got that leathery, tough-looking skin, though.
He has now,
He's
yeah.
brown.
After that, he was he had as smooth as a baby's bottom before he started making this film. They switched hands halfway through to even out his face. That's not true.
It is brown like leather, though.
Yeah,
so I think he could have taken it.
Yeah. So, but I'd be slapping whoever was messing that up, whoever it was, whether it was her or whether it was someone else causing retakes.
Slap her back.
But anyway, performance. It was amazing from literally everyone. Even the kids did well. And those little shits are always fucking up films.
They are shite.
They're like...
I just enjoy it when they get eaten. That's fun.
Yeah. Or when the Nancy guy in the pond gets taken down. Yeah.
You're not doing it fast enough. Okay.
He was already thrashing around under the water before the shark came. Anyway, it's got to have one for performance anyway. There's literally no other answer.
No, that's another one. Musical score and sound effects.
Does it have a soundtrack?
Yeah, it fucking does. It's
I'm
literally
joking.
the best. Oh, are you? Fuck. I've been hooked. Oh,
I'm joking, yeah.
What a knobhead. What a knobhead.
John Williams played his general idea of a theme to Spielberg, I think on a piano. You know, just the dun 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 dun. So it was just those two notes, and Spielberg said, and here's my American accent. That's funny, John. Really? But what did you really have in mind?
Is that what he talks?
That's an American accent, isn't it? Sorry, I'll do the other American accent. That's funny, John. Really? But what did you have in mind? Was that better?
Same one, but just higher.
Was it?
That's fine. Go with that one.
Anyway, of course, it was used, and it was one of the best, definitely one of the most recognisable soundtracks ever. Elements of Creature of the Black Lagoon's soundtrack are in there as well, which we also mentioned in our episode on Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, go have a listen to that.
So you've got to give it another one. 4 out of 4.
Another one.
Don't even need to ask if you agree. There's no way you wouldn't. So we've got one.
Absolutely brilliant. Like, you don't get films nowadays with such a good soundtrack throughout the whole film. There's something happening throughout this whole film.
Yeah.
It's a constant orchestra, and it's fucking brilliant. And you don't get it nowadays.
It's not even with just the soundtrack. If you think about what's actually happening on screen story-wise, there's never anything not important happening. You could take any moment of this film and it's all relevant, it's all great, it's all brilliant. It's just...
Yeah.
So, that probably helps us with our next section.
Overall experience. How did it make you feel? It makes me feel tingly inside in my pants. Yeah, I love it, and I'm gonna keep watching it for a very, very long time. It's a great film. Love it.
Well, it's only 2 hours, 4 minutes or something, isn't it? It's not that long a time.
Yeah, not a lot of time. No, it's good.
I'm going
Good
to watch all the other Jaws films.
Yeah, I am as well. It's a good Sunday film. Pop it on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Great times.
But what we're thinking score-wise, are you going to leave it as a 4 out of 5?
Nah, it's 5 out of 5, obviously, isn't it?
So, but if I give it 1 at 6 out of 5?
No, isn't it? What are the rules here? Surely it's
What
just
are the
5 out of
rules?
5.
No, you can give it one. Have you forgotten this already? I've forgotten it as well. Actually. Let me explain it. You get one. So for overall experience, you can take one away,
Okay.
leave it as it is, or give it one. But if you give it one and I give it one, does that make it 6 out of 5?
I think it's just 5 out of 5, isn't
5
it?
out of 5. Fuck it, yeah. 5 out of
5
5.
out of 5. Number 1 winner of the aquatic horror series. It's obviously going to be fucking Jaws. Beautiful.
Nice one, Jaws. I look forward
Big
to seeing if this Spielberg has made anything else.
Yeah, I'd like to see what he's done. And that's Scorsese.
Let's do an IMDb challenge, which is not an IMDb challenge. It's a flipperoo.
Okay.
Random theme chooser for next series.
Okay.
I'm going to choose a theme for the next series. You choose a theme for the next series. I'm going to flip this Headstone Horrors badge and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
My theme that I'm choosing is Hillbilly Horror.
Okay. Nice. So mine's called God Save the King. And it's going to be the best and worst of Stephen King film adaptations.
Oh, okay. That's good.
God Save the King.
I like that.
So
I
you've
kinda
got to
want-
flip it. Whose side is whose side?
You have the teethy side with Headstone
Okay.
Horrors written on it, and I'll have the needly
Yeah.
side.
Okay, let's do
you
it.
ready?
I'm hoping for the teethy side.
It's the teethy side.
Yeah! Yes! Here we go. We are going to pick 5, and we're going to do it, of the worst and the best Stephen King film adaptations. So it could be anything from Shawshank, The Tall Grass,
Shawshank isn't a
Gerald's
horror
Game.
film.
Shawshank, yeah, Stephen King, mate.
Yes, but it's not a horror film.
Doesn't matter, it's Stephen King. It's God Save the King. Shawshank, Green Mile.
I think we
Doesn't
might
matter,
be
it's Stephen
divulging
King.
slightly away from our theme if we go for Green Mile or Shawshank.
Stephen King, mate. Stephen King.
Okay.
Stephen King. Gonna be beautiful. The Mist. We could go. Pet Cemetery. We could go so much here.
Carrie.
Carrie. We got Carrie. We got remakes. We got everything.
Two
So we can
Carries,
pick
isn't
the
it?
best. Yeah, one of them shit.
Which one? You'll find out next series.
We'll find out. There you go, boy.
Probably. Right, I guess we're done for series 2.
Sexual.
We don't even know when series 3 is coming out.
Nah.
Won't be too
Okay.
long. Sometime in the next 10 years, at least, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
Yeah.
this year. It's gonna be good. Stephen
Yeah,
King
definitely
shit.
this year. Stephen King, God save the King. I wonder where you were going at when you first started it. But that's the end of series 2. That's the end of Jaws. We're done. We'll see you for series 3 for all the Stephen King stuff we choose. Thank you for listening to the Madhouse podcast. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you are listening to it right now. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and please send us your own moist horror stories to bobbingalong at the bottom of the beautiful briny.com.
Oh, that was gay.
That's from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, I know, which is a f***ing brilliant film.
It's banging.
Take me to the madhouse!
Hello? And now, finally, the moment you have all been waiting for